I'm here today with Johnathan Porter, who's running for the at-large position of the City Council. Thank you for coming to the Informed Voter Series with us today.
Thank you, sir.
Johnathan, would you take a few minutes and speak to the viewing audience about yourself?
Sure. My name is Johnathan Porter. I'm a resident of Cleveland and Bradley County. I've been here about 31 years. I'm married to a beautiful wife named Brenda. Her maiden name is Brenda Williams. And we have 6 kids, 4 grandchildren, and Cleveland is a beautiful place to raise our children. I also currently work at Resolute Forest Products, which is the former Bowater Southern Paper Mill. I've been there for the past 29 years. I am an entrepreneur. I have run a construction business, and I've been running it for the last 26 years. It's a concrete business, and I'm a member of the Bradley County Fire and Rescue, former lieutenant there. I'm a certified rescue technician and a certified diver, and I'm enjoying this council race at this point.
Let me go, we're going to ask this 2 ways, but first, describe for the people what the at-large position is, and then we'll go into why you decided to run for it.
Yeah. The at-large position for the City Council is to oversee the means and the necessity that the citizens of Cleveland needs and wants, and push things in their desire to maintain the status quo of the citizens of Cleveland. My desire to run is because I feel the need that the citizens of Cleveland needs a better voice. I actually think it's past time for a change. I didn't say time for a change, I said past time for a change. Issues in the past have arisen, and the community, for the most part that I feel, have been talking about a change. So I'm one to stand up and try to make that change, help make that change.
Right now we've got George Poe sitting in that position, and also Avery Johnson is moving from the 3rd District to run in the at-large as well. Is that correct?
That is correct, sir.
Would you distinguish yourself from those candidates?
Besides age, is probably about the only way I could really distinguish myself. I would say that current issues would be another one. There's some things that have happened on the immediate council that I have disapproved of, and talking to some of my peers in the community, they feel the same way.
Let's talk about funding a little bit then.
Okay.
And in funding, how would your role as the at-large position, how do you think you could make a difference in the funding aspect?
Well, recently there has been some spending that was unnecessary, that I feel. And what I'm talking about is the outsourcing of the funding for the City Council to make decisions, in hiring a, I would say they have hired a consultant.
Right.
And this consultant that they have hired, I'm sure he's done a good job, but I feel that it was a job that the council members currently should have taken upon themselves and done this job. I didn't see the need to spend city money for a consultant to do what I feel is their job.
And that was both for the city manager position recently, and then also the police chief.
Yes, sir.
It amounted to quite a few $1,000s, yes.
Quite a few $1,000s. I don't know the exact figure at this time, but it's quite a few $1,000s. I know we have had challenges in the past, but I feel that if you got a city manager, he or she should make that solid decision, and the council should back it up and work through those issues. But spending money for unjust reason to outsource it, I didn't think that was necessary.
What do you see as the most significant issues facing the City Council today?
Those issues that we just addressed are important, But I'd like to see, it seems like the southeast part of Cleveland has been forgotten. Anywhere I'm talking about Inman Street over to APD 40, and from APD 40 over to South Lee Highway. That corner of Cleveland needs, in my eyes, needs to be revitalized. The property value needs to be raised up. Those people need the same access to businesses that the north end of Cleveland has, north and northwest part. So I'd like to see more industry, more commercialization of that part of town for those people that live there. Because if you look at it, they have to drive from the southeast side all the way to the north side to get some of the services that are offered.
Transportation may be difficult for some of that.
Exactly right. Transportation is the key. And our transit system is good, but we can improve on it and make it better for those people too as well.
Okay, Maytag falls, the old Maytag property falls in that same area.
Yes, sir. Talking about that, I feel that the needs for a garage has been looked over. It's been talked about, but the effort to actually build a downtown garage seems to be a little slow. I'm not saying that they haven't talked about it, have not addressed it. I know that they have, but it has been slow. I'd like to be a little bit more vigorous and get that taken care of. The old Maytag area, restructuring that, revitalization of that part of the area. It's left vacant. We got too many vacant businesses in this area, and we need to revamp, revitalize, and make use of this land that we got.
Okay. Okay. What other issues do you think are going to be significant over the next 4 to 6 years?
Infrastructure. We're working on infrastructure at this time, but we have a planned layout of, say, 10 or 15 years. I'm not saying that we're actually behind, but we need to be a little bit more proactive of getting our streets taken care of, roadways. I was looking in the paper the other week, and it was talking about the bicycle lanes. That was something that was needed and should have been addressed a long time ago, I feel. Mouse Creek on the north end of town is, we have the soccer complex out there on that road. Mouse Creek Road needs to be widened. Sidewalks, infrastructure is what I'm talking about. People like to get out and walk, so we don't want them walking on dangerous streets.
Okay. What else would you like the people to know about you and your race, your candidacy?
Well, I want people to know that I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of action. I'm a man that says what I mean, and I will take your issues and address them directly. All I ask for is the citizens to come out and back me and support me as I address your issues and put them on the table for us to move forward and get these things handled.
If people wanted to find out more about you?
They can, I have a Facebook page. It's under Johnathan Porter currently. And like I said, I do fire and rescue, so if you need me, you can always call 911.
Hopefully not for political questions.
Not for political questions, but if you need me, just, I'm not a hard man to find. I run a business. I'm out in the community every day. I work hard, and I mean to make a difference. That's what I aim for. I mean to make a difference in this community, and so that's what I'm striving for.
That's excellent. Johnathan, I thank you for coming in today.
Thank you, sir.